Hello, everybody. I am doing my traditional thing, not fancy camera setups. But what I'm a little bit delayed because my son's girlfriend just had one of her cats spayed. And I don't like the way it looks. But she said she's seen it before, and was just talking to her about it. So, anyhow, without further ado, I know we've got Omega. We've got Tanya. I don't know if I really want to try to pronounce that. I saw Tanya, Rock That Body, Incognito, Louise, welcome, Sharon. Okay. Jaylen, welcome. Got your order as well. I do need to let you guys know, if you're new to my channel, all of my paid readings do take priority. Yeah, you finally caught me. Okay. Anyhow, my paid readings take priority. Dutton, go lay down or else you're getting shut out of the room. So I will be going through them first before I start on the free reads. Catherine, Claire. My Etsy shop is Divine Pathways Tarot. But if you type in mysticjen.com, it redirects you right to my Etsy site directly. Yeah. Sometimes he could be a pain in the butt. He wants attention. He's going to get shut out. The other one's in the hallway, laying down, behaving herself. But she's looking at me. And she knows I'm talking about her. Yeah, I get pretty busy, Jaylen. I miss everybody too. I just don't have the time to do these lives on a regular basis. So when I know I'm going to have a little bit of time, I will schedule it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get started on my list. The first one was Renee. Renee B. I'm not sure what you go by here on YouTube. And when I call your name, post your question. Renee, I'm going to do you, and then I'll do your boyfriend, because she paid for 2 readings. Okay, awesome. RB, that makes sense. Okay, RB, Renee, go ahead and post your question. Oh, Allison. That's okay, RB. That's okay. Be careful. Keep an eye on that hurricane. What is my main thing to do now for purpose? Okay. So you kind of want to know more about like life purpose type things. Okay. Let's see what the Oracle cards have for you first, and then we will get into some tarot. The deck I'm using, I used in one of the True Crime readings. Who's reading the cards, you or me? You want to give Renee her reading? Okay, get down. I'm going to put you out of the room. Thank you, Omega. Yeah, he's a pretty doggy. Okay. What can you tell me about Renee's? What advice can you give her about her life purpose, please? Okay, you got two interesting cards. One of them is travel, and the other one is knowledge. Now, immediately, this is about a very personal journey. The travel is figuratively. It is an inward journey. Is where you gain a deeper knowledge of self. Okay. Anything else? Dutton, you're making this difficult. And what else? Reassess, coming back to it. This feels very, very much like you were once on your path, that you may have traveled away from it because you felt that you did not have enough knowledge about it. Does that make sense? You think he's big, you don't see the other one. She weighs twice, literally twice as much as him. Hi, Daisy. Okay. Okay. Does that make any sense to you, Renee? These are double-sided cards, same image, but one is for reverse and one is for upright. And that's what I am using tonight. Okay. Okay, a hint, please. Give us a glimpse on what the central life purpose is. Okay. Now, got the devil card. To me, in this particular context, represents self-doubt, represents doubting your own abilities. I think that you already have an idea of what your calling is. That's at least what my guides are telling me. But maybe you just don't know how to go about it. Part of it is that inward journey. Now, the central issue around it is this self-doubt. Now we can say, so with this self-doubt, what is the block that is creating this self-doubt? Okay. You got the 9 of Cups, something that you really want, with the 4 of Pentacles, holding something in. This is telling me being too conservative, being too reserved, kind of afraid of releasing a certain gift or certain skill, afraid of taking that leap of faith, if you will. What's lying under the surface is burdens, 10 of Wands, which is more like struggles, internal struggles. I feel like there's something internally that you need to acknowledge or to deal with. Done, I'm telling you, you're going to get locked out of the room. And we've got the 7 of Pentacles in the reversed meaning, and we've got the Page of Wands. So this is kind of like a lot being very impatient with yourself. Almost like expecting instant results, instant gratitude. But before you can get there, you need to take the initial steps with the Page of Wands. You need to have that initiative. And this is actually the Page of Wands in the reverse. So, and it represents setbacks. So what is setting you back is being impatient with yourself and finding it difficult to have any kind of faith in yourself, any kind of confidence. Okay. Now, we're going to ask about what can motivate you, or what is motivating you. Motivations. The Star in a reverse. This is making me think that maybe people have told you that you can't do it. And there is a certain determination to prove some people wrong, that your star can shine, that you can achieve your goals, you can achieve your dreams. This is starting to make me feel like, life purpose is, in a nutshell, involves what were we meant to learn? What path were we meant to walk? This is feeling like a path of doubt, a path of, I don't know if lower vibration is what I'm looking for. Here's the big girl. And she's not even on her hind legs. She's about 110 pounds. But anyhow, it just feels like you were meant to overcome these internal obstacles. Moving forward, what is your next step? You got the Justice Justice represents balance. This is AB. RB, I'm sorry, RB. Her name's Renee, but she goes by RB. Okay. Anyhow, justice, balance, making choices. 8 of Wands. This is swift. This is communication. This is action. Making the choice to take the next step is actually literally taking action and not just sitting by and dreaming. Dutton? No. Yeah, you see the tail wagging? Surprised his butt's not shaking. Okay. Now, let me look at any influences that might be around influencing you at this time. Okay. You've got this is the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands represents expansion, anticipation. This is planning. And this is the environment. This is about expanding your horizon. Luna's sleeping. I don't think she'll make an appearance. She's under the bed sleeping. But this is the need to expand your outer world. Dutton, stop. You want to be locked out of the room? Okay. What is your potential? Knight of Swords in the reverse. Sometimes the Knight of Swords in the reverse is the extreme of the other. The other side is a strategy. This is more of an extreme impulsiveness. The Knight of Swords in the reverse could also be dead stop. And I think that this is kind of a guidance thing about not about taking action, but not being impulsive. I think there is some education. I think there's some research that needs to be done. It's not showing me what your life purpose is, but it's showing me that there is something that you wanted to do that you abandoned a long time ago. And you're being called to come back to it. And that whatever that is was something that you chose before you incarnated to a dream to follow that you were told you couldn't do it. Let me get some final thoughts on this. RB, are you still here? Is any of this making sense? Dutton's a little bit too rowdy. I don't think she's going to come out. Okay, final thoughts. Council of Light. This is divinely orchestrated helpers in the subtle realms. Ask your guides for help. Ask your angels for help. break the chain. I shit you not. Something's kept you chained, and I think it's fear. I think it's being told you can't do it. I think it's somebody kind of embedding it into your brain that you want to do the impossible, or you want to do something that is unreasonable, or something that is beyond your skill set. It is possible. And breaking the chains is it's ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. So this is kind of making me think, even with this council here, a certain soul tribe, that this has been something that's come down time and time again from generation to generation. This is making me think that this is your time to break those chains that might have been generational or ancestral. Okay. This is a little bit deep, but I hope you understand this. I hope this made sense. Okay. Chat wouldn't let you post. If you write, I do know there is a character limit on the chat. You know, if you type too much, then it doesn't let you send it. Sometimes you have to do it in little, like 2 or 3 sentences, send it. 2 or 3 sentences, send it. Okay. What was your boyfriend's question, Arby? Hi, Kenny. If you're new here and you're just joining me, I do all my paid readings first before I jump into free general readings. For the free readings, there are no questions asked. I just pull some cards and give you what spirit wants what you need to know at the time. With the donation readings, and the link is in the pinned comment. With the paid readings, you get to ask one question and get a full, more in-depth reading. And the paid readings do take priority. I think YouTube is lagging a little bit. Well, Dotton, get your butt down. Daisy will make it difficult for me to close the door because she's laying in the doorway. Okay. I think we need to wait for the chat to catch up. Yeah, he's being a pain in the ass tonight. Typically, he'll just lay down. Probably wants some more chicken. I can't say the word, or they'll both be pawing me. I do have my dogs on a partially raw diet, and they each get a chicken leg in the morning and one in the evening. They already had theirs today. And if I say the word, they'll be going berserk. Huh. But anyhow, Jim, me and my blind eyes. Okay, Jim would like to know about this purpose as well. Thank you. Okay. Okay, Jim, first of all, I believe kind of the same thing applies as far as it's an inward journey. And as much as a lot of readers say, oh, find out what your life purpose is. That's a difficult thing for any honest reader to do. Let me put it that way. Because finding your life purpose is meant to not for someone to tell you what it is, but is meant for as part of your journey, that is part of your purpose. And finding out what it is that you need to do. Life purpose is certainly about lessons. And if you think back about and usually it's like the difficult times are lessons. My cat, it's Kitty, Treats. Oh, I could probably say it because she's not going to come out because of dogs. But if they were outside and I said Kitty Treat, she'd be running. Okay. Let's see. Messages for Jim to start out. Concerning life purpose. Okay. A divinely guided path. This is, oh, you got more than one. You got a couple of them. Divinely guided path, taking some kind of action towards change. Okay. I don't know what that change is yet. This is telling me that you've been through the mill, that you have been through a lot of chaos and drama. Memory, past. This is about past or trying to forget. And we got wisdom, thinking about it. So the first thing is that I get here. There is I get some trauma here. Correct me if I'm wrong, RB, but I'm getting some kind of chaotic trauma that, Jim, that you have gone through. Okay. And perhaps you're having a hard time escaping that the memories of this is something you want to escape. And I think that the first thing is for you to get on your path in life. Whatever this trauma was, you need to not forget about it. Absolutely not. But if you want change, if you're looking for some change, okay, you've got to take action and create change. And the reason why I'm saying about not forgetting what happened is because you were meant to gain some kind of wisdom from that. And I say wisdom. Learning. And it's not like, oh, I'll never date a brunette again. Or, you know how people talk. I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again. But true wisdom. And it's not just, oh, I learned my lesson. I ain't doing that again. It's much deeper than that. It's understanding the why, understanding the how, kind of tearing the situation apart, not forgetting the past like you want to, but understanding the chaos and really thinking about what was the real source of it. What could you have done differently? and really be, for it to really be a lesson. Lessons in life are meant to help us gain wisdom. Okay. Let's see what else. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. What could you have done differently? Probably nothing. That trauma. Okay, I get it. What did she teach you? Ask yourself questions. What did my daughter teach me during her short time here on earth? There are some things that are not avoidable. And my guides are already telling me that accident was not. Okay? That accident was not avoidable. There was nothing that you could have done to prevent it. She fulfilled her contract that she was meant to complete in this lifetime. I got to take my hoodie off because I was outside for a while and I got cold and chilled. Now I'm getting warm. Okay. So, stop blaming yourself. It was not, I repeat, it was not your fault. It was divine. Thank you, Spirit, to come to an understanding that it was a divinely guided path. It was already predetermined that this was going to happen. Okay? Now, she is at peace. She didn't feel anything. Okay? I was told to tell you that she didn't feel anything. Learning to let go. And start working on yourself and start healing. To find relief from the restlessness that you feel inside. You've got to face that Five of Swords, that inner conflict. Okay, I feel this is definitely an internal conflict. You got to face that conflict. You can't run from it. There's a lot of options in how you can go about doing this. This is the Child. This is the Page of Cups. With the Judgment in the reverse. You've been living with doubt for a long, long time. That doubt has caused you a lot of turmoil, a lot of anguish. That doubt is stemmed from self-blame. And I feel like that is the main source holding you back. And learning to let go of the negative feelings around her or around the situation. She doesn't want you to dwell on her death. Death is a part of life. Death is not permanent. Death is a transformation, a transition. She's kind of making a little bit light of it a little bit. She goes, it's actually kind of fun. I don't have that heavy, dense body holding me down. I could go from New York to Paris in a blink of an eye. Okay. She's free. She wants you to remember the good times. She wants you to heal from and move forward. Does she have a grandmother in heaven? One of your parents or one of your parent or her mother's mom or grandmother. I'm hearing a song right now by Sarah McLachlan, In the Arms of an Angel. In the Arms of an Angel. Silent Reverie. In the Arms of the Angel. When pulled from the wreckage. That song's playing in my head right now. She wants you to listen to that song by Sarah McLachlan. In the Arms of an Angel. In the Arms of the Angels. And again, she's repeating a divine plan. Keepers of the earth. You are not alone. You're not alone. She's beside you, and there is a grandmother figure as well. Her and a grandmother figure are around all the time. This grandmother figure was there to greet her and help her along as she passed. Yes, the great gathering. Ancestors. You know, so there's some female that was a grandmother type figure. And I'm not sure what you're saying. I don't think so. Not sure what question, because I think you're behind on the chat. But everything's coming together. There's a certain soul tribe that she's with. But it could, this grandmother figure, if it wasn't somebody on earth, maybe it's a great grandmother or great great grandmother, like an ancestor, but it feels like definitely family lineage. But it was someone that was there to guide her. And she's surrounded by ancestors and loved ones that had passed before. As far as answering your question, I think the biggest thing is learning to let go, learning to heal, and stop blaming yourself. It could be a past life grandma, yes. Okay. That one was a little bit longer than what I would normally do, but I didn't want to cut off her spirit. She was here. I was getting goosebumps. Okay. And I learned to never cut spirit off. Yeah. To ask a question, there is a charge for a reading, yes. When I get through all of my paid readings, I'll start some free readings. Can't guarantee everybody will get a reading. Whoever I'm drawn to, I'll draw a couple cards and give a message. Okay. The next one up is, I'm not sure what your YouTube name is, but Audrey. That's the next paid reading. Is Audrey here? Okay, trying to see. Me and my blonde eyes. You're welcome, Orby. I'm waiting on Audrey. She doesn't answer pretty soon. I'll move on and circle back to her. And if she doesn't come into the chat, then what I'll do is anybody that paid that was not here to get their paid reading, I'm going to do a YouTube reading tomorrow and do general. I'll reach out to them by email and just do a comprehensive reading tomorrow. Yep, I see you. You're next to the last, Jaylen. I'm looking for Audrey. Okay. What about Pamela? Pamela H. All right, good. Okay, Pam. I need your question, please. Yes, you can leave your question, Jaylen, and then come back to listen. Yours will probably be somewhere around the hour mark. Thank you. My big one, my Great Pyrenees, is over here. She weighs twice as much as him. She's bigger than he is. Quite a bit. But he's curled up right now, so. What do I see for your love life? Okay, let's take a look. Let me ask you, Pam, are you in a relationship? Okay. I didn't think you were, but I was going to ask anyhow. Okay, got it, Jaylen. Okay. Tell us about, what can you tell Pam about her potential for love, her love life? Okay. I'm picking up on a previous relationship that may have colored your perspective. I'm getting that. First of all, let me start with the good luck card. Okay. Prosperity. This is making me think the potential of finding a good partner is there. Okay. I want to say that you made some kind of choice to walk away from something that you felt was not for you. The wheels are in motion, trying to move you towards something that would be right for you. But you need to be in the full energy and take that leap and not allow this past situation to hold you back or color things. Okay. That's the story. And that is something you need to release 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. And because it feels like whatever this was has left you really, it's like on the surface, you want a relationship, but underneath it all, there is a lack of motivation. Oh, you're welcome, and thank you for the super chat. But the lack of motivation is stemming from past experience. The 4 of Wands is a celebration. It represents stability of home. And there is a relationship that is going to be coming up on the horizon for you, Pam. There is. What's her block? Show me the block. Ten of Cups, happiness. I got to ask you this. Were you hoping to see a reading that was going to say that you and somebody else was going to get back together or reunite? Because that is what's coming across very strong. Because I'm feeling like that's what's holding you back. when in reality you have a lot of options there. This Seven of Cups is talking to me on many levels. It's talking about having options, but unable to choose because you're still holding on to something from the past. Okay, good. Then if you're not, you may not be holding on to the guy, but maybe the emotions that were associated with him, more so the negative side of things, that may cause you to judge prematurely of new people coming in. But I'm seeing a lot of options. I'm seeing options coming in, and I'm feeling like being down. Okay. The first thing that you need to do and I felt this like from the onset, is to heal. You found hardship. You found it very difficult. And even now, you might even still be finding it difficult to heal. True healing is you're able to truly put that in your past and not allow it to affect future relationships. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Instead of charging forward, you charge backwards. And what I mean by that is your energy is not focused on the future. You may think it is, but I just keep getting some inner work that needs to be done here. Three of Swords, the broken heart, betrayal. I almost want to I say that this particular one relationship, especially betrayal, third party, cheating, lies, and the Knight of Swords in reverse doesn't know the truth from a hole in the ground. Okay, he has no idea what the truth is. Doesn't know how to tell the truth. There's definitely love there for you waiting. But it's about, I'm getting divine timing because of some issues that you have, some fears associated with the past relationship that you truly need to move on past. I do not see somebody new coming in the immediate future, because on a spiritual level, on a soul level, the universe doesn't feel you're ready. Okay. And I'm just hearing you cannot heal from a painful situation by replacing it. In other words, getting into a relationship so you can forget about what happened in the past. That never works out. It's like you can't replace you can't jump into another relationship without cutting ties altogether with the other, without healing, and expect it to work out. So I don't know if you think that being in a relationship would help you heal versus being single and trying to heal. But that longing or that whatever, it's like It's like history is going to just repeat itself if you go jump into these relationships without healing from the past first. Sharing your voice. I'm just getting expressing yourself, and I'm getting all the emotions. That's like a lake of emotions right there. Why do I feel like you need to confront somebody? I don't know why. Confronting somebody came up. In order to birth a new age. Talk it out in order to birth something new. Trying to understand this a minute. Been taken, longing for home, belonging, the original lighthouse. And you got the great gathering also. Ancestral wisdom. Okay. What I'm hearing is you need to confront a certain particular man from your past. And I feel it's almost like a confrontation that may not really happen, but figuratively happen. It's like sitting down and writing out all your emotions, how he made you feel, what he did to you, writing him a letter as a form of release, using your voice or your pen and writing to him, but not actually sending it. By doing this, you are speaking not to him directly, but you are speaking from soul to soul. Your higher self, your soul to his soul. When you write this letter, it is putting it out there on the fifth dimensional wavelength or fifth dimensional radio waves that his higher consciousness receives. And that's what I feel will be the first step, the next step or first step into taking your control back again and being able to finally release these emotions and be able to birth a new age in your life. And when you get to that place, doors are going to open up for new relationships. Dutton, you got to go lay down. Mama's working. Mama is working. You look at me with those big golden eyes. I know. Daisy's not laying in the doorway, which means I could put your butt out the door and close it. So you got to let me work. Okay, moving on. Okay. Let me double check one more time for Audrey. Audrey. Are you here, Audrey? You're welcome, Pam. There you go, Omega. Okay, Audrey's still not answering. Okay. The next one was Jaylen, and she said she will come back. Do I have a piece of paper around anywhere? Probably not. Okay. I need to. Dutton, get down. Timestamp. Okay, we'll just say 1:06, 1 hour and 6 minutes and 13. Hold on. My boyfriend's cat just got spayed today. And before she was really, really wobbly, super dragging her legs. So she's a what they call a ragdoll cat. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm going to get into Jaylen's. As you saw her post, she had a job interview and she wanted to know about her prospects of getting this job. So we're going to check into the energy of this company that she applied for. Okay. To answer your question, everybody has gifts. It's a matter of discovering them. Okay. After this one, I have one more paid reading, and then I can move on to the free ones. And the free ones are just general readings, throwing 2 or 3 cards out for a general message from Spirit. There's the people that gave donations through my website that were able to ask a question and get an in-depth reading. Okay. I think there's like 4 paid readings left because I do a limit on how many paid readings I will do in a night. I think there's 4 paid ones left. mysticjen.com. Okay. After tonight, that listing will be taken down, but a YouTube YouTube recorded reading will still be available on my website. Okay. I am not doing private one-on-one live readings at this time. I just don't have the time to do them. To do live readings right now. Okay, Jaylen. Jaylen. Okay. First card out. Slow down. Take your time. I know what that's all about. I know exactly what that is about. Because Jaylen, you always get nervous. You always get self-doubt, anxious, and Spirit immediately out the gate, Jaylen, saying, calm down. Thank you, Allison. Thank you. Okay. And paid readings are $20. Okay, you get a full reading. Okay. What else do we have for Jaylen? Wow. I'm not surprised the cards are flying. This one just kind of floated. Kind of went, almost like a floating. Split mind in two minds. That's you all day long. It's just talking about like 1 minute you're confident, 1 minute you're doubtful, 1 minute you're confident, 1 minute you're doubtful. You keep seesawing back and forth. Searching to find yourself. Yep, you've been doing that for a while now to find your place where you are meant to be. And I know where you're at now. You've asked for help and have been unable to receive it. And it says asking your spirit guides. I'm taking that as, I know we haven't really talked too much about this, Jaylen, but more of a, I think your guides are pushing you to develop some kind of spiritual practice of your own. This spirit guide card is making me think that your spirit guides want you to connect to them directly. I know it's easier said than done. I understand that. But it does start with meditation. It's like, I want you to start with a meditative practice. I know that doesn't answer your question about the employment, but these cards, these oracle cards, are setting the tone for your mindset on this. Okay? And I do understand where you're coming from. You've been tossed to and fro. You have had it really difficult when it came to a couple different places of employment. And we spoke about this before because you do have a strong personality. But because you're a strong-willed woman, nothing wrong with that. I'm strong-willed. But it feels like out the gate they're talking about shifting your mindset, and that starts with meditation. Okay. Let's get into this. Okay. Show me indecision. That split mind is you being in a split mind, you not being able to make up your mind. This is also speaking about this job prospect. Okay. It is talking about they haven't made a decision yet. Why have they not made a decision? King of Cups. Compassion. Healthcare. Of course, you said healthcare. Duh. Okay. Department of Healthcare, that type of thing. I think this is what about this King of Cups? Page of Cups. There is something there. I'm trying to put my finger on it, Jaylen. But with this Page of Cups, playfulness. King of Cups. Well, this could either be dealing with something dealing with children, but something new, emotional expression, emotional immaturity. I'm just getting something about I'm hearing not all is as it seems. They could actually, I even hate to say this, they may choose somebody younger. Hanged Man. Surrendering, seeing things in another perspective. Stagnation, kind of being stuck. I feel that there is a choice here between you and somebody younger. The other person that you are in direct competition with lacks maturity, lacks experience. But they're younger. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. I have to say this. You know me, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. 10 of Cups in the reverse and 7 of Cups back to reality. What I am getting is no. I'm sorry, but it feels like there is somebody younger, and it's either they lack the experience or don't have enough experience, or they feel you don't, which doesn't make sense to me, which is why I'm leaning more towards they don't have as much experience. I'm getting that they can control this other person more than they can control you. Oh yeah, he's been all around, jumping on me and everything. The other one, she came forward for a minute, but she's laying in the hallway. It feels, I think this is not the right one for you. Dutton, no. No. I don't think this is the right job. I feel they're looking for somebody that they can actually manipulate. And I do not do health questions. I'm sorry. I'm not a physician. You have to contact a certified physician to answer that. Legally, I can't answer that question. I'm sorry about your glaucoma. So Jaylen, I think you're going to keep on searching. I'm sorry. I know that's not what you want to hear. I was looking and looking and looking for some kind of ray of hope in these cards. It's just not there. And I think it's a good thing, actually. Because they want somebody that they can manipulate. Okay. Next one. I'm going to answer Allison first real quick. Wait. Not Allison. Kaylee. Kaylee, $4.99. Okay, I'll answer your question, but it's not going to be an in-depth reading because the price is the price. It's $20 for a full reading. So I will go ahead and draw a couple quick cards for you. I'm not using the tarot. Then I have a special friend, asked not to be named, asked to remain anonymous, said they'll pop in later. Okay. And then they have a really crazy situation going on. Okay. Kaylee. The mirror and pillar of light. Do you have a gift? Absolutely, you do. You are meant to be a light being, a light worker. Your vibration is rising, and you are an oracle. You do have intuitive gifts, but you have to the mirror represents looking in the mirror, looking at what's reflecting back at you, and figuring out that the only one holding you back from developing your gifts is yourself. They are there, and I'm hearing self-belief that maybe you were taught that certain things like tarot cards and oracle cards were evil. They're not. I just feel that there is some kind of religious belief that you were brought up to believe that was really is something that is what holds you back. But you were definitely meant to be an oracle. You were definitely meant to be a light worker. Okay. Now we'll move on to my friend Dutton. Get your ass down. Oh. no, 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 no. No, no, no. 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 Mama's almost done. Okay? You guys gotta chill. Mama's almost done. Yeah, that's Daisy. Oh, she heard her name. Okay. Okay. They may want OUTSIDE. After I do this last reading, I am going to take a pause, a break. It's shit, an hour and a half already. I'm going to take a quick break to let them out. And then I will come back and do some free reads. Girl. I can't talk to her without him coming in and getting jealous. Okay. I'm not going into detail about what the situation is. They know what it is. I got to be really careful on how I tiptoe around this. Okay. These two cards are telling me new sparks of intuition. Okay. New ideas, or this is also about cutting cords. Over it. Had enough. There are certain cords that need to be cut. You need to finally say enough is enough. And you already have certain knowledge. A lot of information has come out. You know this, but you also know it's being covered up. And you have to learn to set some boundaries, not just with people in your circle, in your environment, but setting some boundaries with yourself. And I'm going to tell you like it is. Knowing when oh man, I hear what my guides are telling me, but I don't want to trigger you. I don't want to offend you. How do I say this? Obsessing is not focused energy. This situation has become an obsession. An obsession is not a positive vibration. You really want to razor focus in on things. And it feels like the obsession, that's the word they're using. I feel it's a very strong word. They would not give me another word for what I'm trying to explain. And they just kept saying, call it an obsession. Call it anything else. They are not going to understand. And yes, this is a female friend. So they didn't say they said she would not understand any other language. I almost feel like taking a step back. That you've been going at this really hard. To the point of becoming your own block. Intertwining two issues together, even though they are related, but intertwining them and trying to focus. I'm getting all the scattered energy and trying to focus on everything at once. I know I'm not showing you any cards because this is all channeled to me. I'm getting channeled messages here. You're focusing on too many things at one time. This is why I feel like obsession was, I don't know why they wanted me to use obsession. Probably because it has consumed you so much. And has gotten in the way. They're telling me a lot of things. I'll be honest, they are telling me a lot of things that I know you, but I don't know how to word these things that they are telling me. And I'm buzzing and I feel spirit all over me. And even another particular psychic is chiming in who is now on the other side. And you know who that is. Someone that was very close to you. She's chiming in. And she told me sometimes you just got to shoot from the hip. And I'm having a hell of a hard time doing it because you're close to me. If you weren't so close to me, I probably could do it. Just spit it out. Well, that particular psychic on the other side said, just say it. Just say it. And I'm being pushed to. This whole situation you found yourself in has consumed you. And the reason why that they're using the word obsession is because you allowed it to consume you and take over your life. And allowed it to sideline you instead of focusing on your energies in areas that you could be productive and move forward in life despite this. I want to get more into where the situation is going to go. But I feel like you need to take a step back from it. and focus on one aspect of it at a time. I'm getting you're trying to eat the whole elephant at one time. Like shove the whole big monster into your mouth and eat the whole elephant at one time instead of cutting it into pieces, dissecting it. You have to ask yourself, what is your number one priority out of the whole big mess? And that's what it is. It's a big mess. No, it wasn't your making. But out of the whole big mess, what's the number one thing? And you know what I'm about to say on that, your health. And I've said that before. Okay. You've so there's so many different aspects to this situation. A lot of important people involved in the situation. It's like, referring to the tarot, it's like the page trying to take on the world. And you can't take on the whole world at one time. And you want to do this paperwork, that paperwork, that paperwork, send this letter, that letter. I think you need to sit down and make a checklist. And prioritize what is the most important and then go down that list. Because most of this has been going on for years anyhow. And if your health is not in check, you can't deal with everything else, if that makes sense. Some cosmetic things you were concerned with. That should be last on your list as far as the health things. There's other more important things to get situated and straightened out. And I'm not an expert on that. But let's see what I'm using the predictions deck oracle. See if I could get some predictions in this, how this will all turn out on the current path. Strategy and planning. You're on to something. I'll give you that. You are trying to come up with a strategy. But as you're coming up with a strategy, it's very, very important that you don't try to do too much at one time. You're trying to win the whole war when you haven't won a battle yet. I just channeled that. That just came to me. That you're trying to win the whole war when you need to concentrate on individual battles that will accumulate and end up winning the war in the end. Volcano mountains. That is definitely something going to be heating up here. Just give me a second. Volcano is something that's eruptive, disruptive, replace, or exchange. Now, what I'm seeing coming, if you plan and strategize properly, and stick to the plan. Don't allow your mind to go off in a million directions. Don't allow your vibrations to drop. Do not sulk. Oh, Lord. That psychic says that she loves you. You were like a daughter to her. But she said, God damn it. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and start getting angry and doing something. Start focusing. Don't say you're going to do something. Actually do it. Certain letters should have been sent a long time ago. And that comes from her, not from me. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Planned outcome, evidence of scandal. Okay. The good news is some heads are going to roll. When you get those letters in the mail, including the big guy, okay, Orange Man, is what some people call him. And I say that in a very loving way here. Heads are gonna fucking roll. People are going to be replaced in certain positions. This is a scandal. This will be considered, everything that was going on with you will be considered a scandal. And about all, I love this, about all their corrupt dealings coming to the surface. Got two planned outcome cards. There's a certain a planned outcome. And there you are. Remember the blonde girl you always used to talk about? Innocent and truthful. The planned outcome, I feel, has to do with a higher power. The truth is going to come out. About how the other side, all the wrong and corrupt dealings, how they controlled the whole narrative. all those, you know what meetings I'm talking about. They controlled the narrative the whole entire way. But when you get those certain letters out and you are very intentional about them, the way you word them, certain letters that you put out, it's going to flip the script. You are the one that's going to be controlling it. You are going to be the one that is the puppet master instead of them controlling the narrative. The script is going to get flipped. I still see that coming. Who knows? That Good Samaritan might be the big guy. You know who I'm talking about. An uprising, rebellion. I mean, it will be a battle, but you've already been in a battle. Tensions escalating. Oh yeah, some heads are going to roll. And as I did this, I didn't even touch my tarot deck. This card slid off the top of the deck onto the table. And it is the Strength card. I shit you not. And this is about having courage and not backing down. And it's going to start with those letters. Interesting. I am not seeing the planned outcome yet. But some heads are going to roll, provided you get that ball rolling. No more procrastinating. You got to get it done. I shit you not, surveillance recorded. You know what I'm talking about, a certain surveillance in a certain place of business. That's going to surface. That's going to surface and prove everything. I cannot tell you how it's going to surface. But those recordings are huge. So I hope that you're not angry with me with the ways part of these messages came across. I tried every which way to make it soft. Some of them were a little bit harsh, I felt. And that's why I was cringing even delivering part of those. That's the problem with reading this for somebody who is close to you. But it looks like it's going to go in the right direction. Okay. With that said, Wow, it's 10:30. I've been on here for 2 hours. I need to let these two monsters out. These two pups. Last time to let them out. I'll probably be gone for about 10 or 15 minutes. But I will be back to throw a few cards for some free readings. Okay. So it looks like there's only one person on the paid readings that I didn't get to. Okay. I'll be right back after I think that's what his problem is. That's what his problem is. I think he's been bugging because he wants to go out. You have to go pee? Yep. Got to go pee? Huh, Daisy? You have to go pee? Okay. Chill. Chill, child. Chill. Let's go pee. Okay, let's go pee. Let's go pee. And then I'll get you your water too. Come on, let's go pee. Daisy, Daisy, come on. There's nothing to bark at. Come on. That one's one. Okay. Sit. Okay, guys. I am back. I am back. Okay. Doggies went outside. They did their thing. They're eating. They're finally eating their dinner. All right. Now, I'll do some free card pulls to whoever I am drawn to. I'll go back through the chat. And see who's here. Okay. I'll do a few. I'm not going to do a lot because it's late. Okay. And I just took my melatonin because I'm going to have to go to sleep pretty soon. Heavy day tomorrow. First one that jumps out is Sarah Baggin. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm going to go ahead and pull a message for you, Sarah. I probably should take that listing down off of Etsy. I don't think I want to do, I'm probably not going to do any more paid reads. Okay. You got a few cards to fill out. Overwhelmed emotionally. Leveling up to the next level. Communication. which is talking it out. Mood swings, extreme emotion. So whatever you are going through, it's some kind of, it's almost like some really major emotional trauma here. Nutrition or adjustment, and strength, fierce attitude. Okay. I think that you have been struggling with holding your shit together on an emotional level. And there needs to be some kind of adjustments in your approach, in your attitude, instead of cowering away because of an emotional trauma and feeling emotionally overwhelmed. You need to refocus that into inner strength, fierce, making those hard decisions, those hard adjustments here, and communicating, talking things out, whether with a counselor or someone of wise counsel, and then and releasing it in order to let you level up in life and go and take things in your life to the next level. Okay. Who else? Allison, I'll draw a couple cards for you. I've been told to try to get some people that have not been read recently or have never been read at all. Omega, I know I read you the last time I did live readings. I apologize. I'm just not drawn to your energy yet. I usually read you just about every single time, but for some reason, Spirit's leading me in other directions. I do apologize. Allison. Okay, what messages do you have for Allison? Okay, Allison. Whatever's going on with you, there's this energy of lethargic, running on empty, bored, desiring more. There is something more that you have been desiring in whatever area in life. Okay? But your energy is very, very scattered. In order to get to that place, you need to get out of that lethargic mode and start taking action. You need to start strategizing and planning, focusing, and not allowing your energy to be so scattered. That's the way you will start achieving your goals. And this battles and disagreements is coming up, which is making me think part of the scatteredness deals with not choosing your battles wisely. Okay? And you have to trust in that inner compass that because there is some kind of divine plan. For the free reads, I can't get too deep into this. But a lot of it is focusing, kind of like the last read of one step at a time, not trying to accomplish everything at once. Okay, moving on. Okay, Sandra Lynn, I'll go ahead and pull some cards for you. Sandra Lynn, Sandra. You could try meditation, Allison. Okay. Ooh. Mood swings, huh? Extreme emotions. I'm just feeling like these cards were too many. They came out in a clump. I didn't like how they came out. But mood swings, extremely emotion. You create your own destiny. Protecting yourself. I'm just getting this about guarding yourself and being mindful of extremely fluctuating emotions, extreme highs, extreme lows. That your emotional state about situations is what kind of serves as a block of you achieving certain goals. And they're here to remind you that you are the crafter. You are the creator of your own destiny. And you have a tendency to allow your emotions to override logic. You allow your emotions to stop you. The self-protect, and it's a self-protection mechanism. That now is a time to heal. There are certain situations that you need to heal from. And you need to take a look at the bigger picture. And that involves shadow work, looking at things that may be uncomfortable. Okay? And be patient. It's going to take time. Be patient with yourself. Okay? And really start dissecting your own motivations, your own desires, your own goals, and not allowing your emotions to overcome you and get in your way. Let's see. Okay. You're welcome, Allison. Ruth, I'll go ahead and pull some cards for you. No questions asked. The free reads are just general messages from Spirit. Okay. And Ruth will be the last one for the night. And then I will be signing off. Okay. Been at this for pretty soon. It'll be 2.5 hours. Thank you, Sandra. Okay. Ruth is the last one. So I've been on this for almost 2.5 hours. And when I'm starting to feel my energy drop, I know it's time to stop because I cannot read my most effective. I cannot read. I'm not on top of my game, put it that way. When my energy starts to drop because of exhaustion or being tired. So this takes a lot of energy doing all these readings. Okay. Breaking free, feeling trapped. You got the board card, desiring more. Okay, this is Eight of Swords energy, it feels like. Being trapped in your own mind. You got careful action here. I get a little bit of impulsive or anxious energy from you. You definitely a desire for more and breaking free from some kind of restriction. I think you overthink things and walking away from something that's not for you. So I just get this energy that you are looking to, that there's something that you need to abandon, or you're thinking about abandoning because you want more than what a certain relationship or certain situation is offering you. There's this energy of I need to be free. I need to free my energy. But as you do that, there is a little bit of a wind of caution here. Act carefully, thoughtfully. You got the running on empty card as well. What I feel that this is talking about is whatever it is you're trying to leave or escape from, you need to take baby steps after you walk away, because I get this hasty energy and burnout. I get you need to proceed cautiously, because if you try to take on too much, you're going to burn yourself out. So the advice here is definitely whatever it is that you are leaving. And healing is referring to an emotional healing, okay? A spiritual healing, a spiritual cleanse. And get your energy back. Don't go running into something. In other words, don't jump out of the frying pan into the fire. Okay? Good, Omega. Good. You need to trust in your own intuition sometimes, and you don't always do that. Okay, I am done for the night. Thank you for everybody who has joined in. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you to everybody who purchased a paid reading from me. I love each and every one of you. Love the energy. Even the free reads that I gave out, everybody that interacted in the chat. And I will see you guys again. I have no idea when, because I have to kind of squeeze these in when I have a moment. So good night, everybody, and I will see you next time.